there's a number of things to be excited about, and there's a lot of things to kind of pause about. You know, what is happening here with Gears of War? So we're gonna jump into a number of different things. There's a lot of rumors, speculation. I've got my own thoughts and theories about what's kind of going on here with Gears of War as a whole. So the fact of the matter is that I've seen enough of this game, from the campaign, multiplayer, everything, where the level of detail that is in Gears of War Reloaded, it just doesn't, it doesn't even compare to what the detail we saw with Gears of War E-Day's first trailer, like that initial trailer that came out. You can tell that that is a labor of love for the Coalition. Gears of War Reloaded, and this is kind of where it starts with a lot of the speculation revolving around this title. It feels to me that Xbox and Microsoft as a whole went to the Coalition and said, hey, we need you to create Gears of War Reloaded as a port for PlayStation. You're not going to port Ultimate Edition. You're going to port a new game altogether, that being Reloaded. And the Coalition, I don't think they really wanted to do it. I don't believe it. I don't think that they actually wanted to do a Gears of War Reloaded. I believe that the Coalition wanted to do a collection, but were forced to do a Gears of War Reloaded remaster of a remaster. And that's what we've got here, because you can just tell with the level of detail. I'm not going to sit here, guys, and say that, you know, Reloaded has horrible graphics and this and that, but there's like things that are not properly rendered in Gears of War Reloaded. I'm sorry, like you can, there's a number of areas where you can see the detail, like the shaders and everything else. It just doesn't look right, bro. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I'm telling you guys, they don't care about Reloaded like they care about E-Day, and it absolutely shows. Like, a lot of this stuff looks pretty good right over in here. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, like some of it, like, you see what I mean? Looks like this was rendered, that was not really properly rendered, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, certain areas just have more detail than others, and it's like, you know, your level of detail with some of this stuff, like a lot of the outlines, but then in the center here with like these windows, it just like, it doesn't look right. It, you know, it just wasn't rendered properly. That's what I mean. I just don't think that this game, like, it just wasn't properly rendered. Or I should say, I'm not going to sit here and say it wasn't properly rendered. What I mean is that it wasn't, the level of detail was not put into Gears of War Reloaded like it is being put into E-Day, because the Coalition, I just don't think that they care nearly as much about Reloaded as they care about E-Day. Back in your hole. Bro, are you really going to get in the way, Cole, and not move? You're going to be glitched, aren't you? And it's a remaster of a remaster. It just, the detail's not there. So I truly believe, guys, I'm convinced now that Xbox forced the Coalition to do Reloaded as a remaster of a remaster, and the Coalition did not want to do it. And it's clear just with like the details and everything else, like, yeah, certain things look better. I mean, maybe the character models look a lot better. The Coalition did not care about Gears of War Reloaded. From a marketing perspective, from any type of perspective at all, they did not care. They did not want to do it. Microsoft made them do it. And so all of their, you know, their entire focus is on Gears of War E-Day. And that's like their baby. This was not their baby. I believe that this was an Xbox way of trying to get Gears of War, you know, onto the PlayStation, but do it at, you know, as cheap as they possibly could. Not have to, you know, create a partnership with PlayStation where they get Helldivers 2, PlayStation gets Gears of War, but this is what they get for Gears of War. It's like, I don't know, dude. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know, even though I thought that this could be a really good thing for the franchise, because like Reloaded, I mean, really it should have been, you know, a collection, Gears 1, 2, 3. But they didn't do that. And Xbox is trying to milk it really hard. And I don't know, dude. It's I think that Gears of War E-Day is going to be so significantly better, so far superior to really anything that the Coalition's ever done, because this is actually what they want to do. Whereas, you know, I think that they were forced to do this. I don't think the Coalition was like, oh yeah, let's do another remaster of a, you know, of a remaster. Like, dude, nobody in the Coalition's talking like that. I mean, if they are, like, bro, they're more incompetent than I thought they were. But, like, I believe that deep down, the Coalition has a vision of what they want to do, but you have higher-ups at Xbox that are really making that entire ecosystem there totally dysfunctional. Like, they want to do all these different things. I don't know, bro. It's not good.